Welcome to Big Daddy Story Time. We're reading Walt Disney's Mickey and Minnie Storybook collection. Do you see Minnie there? Hi, everybody. And then there's Goofy. Me, Goofy. How y'all doing? And there's my best buddy, Pluto. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof. And there's Daisy. Hi, everybody. I'm Daisy. And then there's Goofy. Gosh, how's everybody doing? This is Goofy here. And then there's Donald. Well, everybody, how y'all doing? Hi, 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 hi. Do you see that? And they're all there on their way us to come along on their journey. Do you want to do that with us? You do? Let's dive in and do it. Okay. Walt Disney's Mickey and Minnie. What? Minnie's missing recipe. Do you see Minnie there going, I know I left it somewhere. I know I left it somewhere. Where could it be? And she's wondering where that is, and so let's see if we can help her find her missing recipe. Let's do it. Minnie hurried up to Mickey's front door and rang the doorbell. Mickey, she said when she opened the door, I need your help. Uh, what's the matter, Minnie? Mickey asked. My cinnamon swirl recipe is missing, she said. I had the recipe card this morning, but now I can't find it anywhere. And the annual baking contest is this afternoon. Oh, what am I going to do? She doesn't know what to do, so she's coming to Mickey, and Mickey's going, oh, don't worry, Minnie. It's all going to be okay. You see that? It's all going to be okay. It truly is. Just then, Pluto ran up to the doorway. He dropped a rolled up paper at Mickey's feet and began to bark. Bark, bark, woof, 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 woof. Thank you, boy. Thank you for bringing in the newspaper, Pluto, Mickey said. I'll read it later. Right now, I have to help Minnie find her missing recipe. Come on, Minnie, let's go. Do you see that? So they're both going over. Mickey and Minnie are going to see if they can find Minnie's recipe and where it's gone. And she's like, "Oh, I have to find it. I got to make 2 cinnamon swirl cakes for the competition. Oh, what am I gonna do? What am I going to do?" All right, let's see here. Mickey and Minnie hurried off to her house. Pluto picked up the paper and followed. He's picking up. And he goes, trot, 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 trot. Woof, woof, woof. He's trying to tell him that because he has this in his mouth. What do you think it is? We'll find out. We'll find out. At Minnie's house, Mickey and Minnie searched the kitchen. The recipe card was nowhere to be found. This is what Mickey asked. Where was the last time you saw it? Mickey asked. Minnie thought hard. It was on the counter this morning, she said. I had just started to bake when Donald rushed in. He wanted to show me his collection, his postcard collection. So Donald came in. Do you see that? And Minnie was working on her cinnamon cake. Do you see the sugar there, the milk, the flour, the eggs, all of her little device to put the swirls on and all that. And Donald's like, look. And there's even her recipe at that moment. You see right there with the pan and everything? She has her pans, her outfit for cooking on, and all that stuff. Donald's funny. Do you see that? And so she's like, was he the one when he put his postcards right there? See, they're right on top of her recipe list. Do you think Donald was the one that took it? What do you guys think? Don't make a judgment yet. Let's see as we go along. It could be. You never know. Let's see. That gave Mickey an idea. Maybe Donald accidentally took your recipe card when he picked up his postcards, he suggested. Pluto, basically, he dropped the thing, went bark, 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 bark at Minnie. And he started barking at Mickey and dropped the rolled up paper at his feet again. Sorry, boy, Mickey said. No time to read the newspaper now. We're on a track. We're down to track Minnie's recipe. We're coming down over there. Come on, follow me. Mickey's way. Do you see that? See, Pluto has. Is that a newspaper? What do you think? Don't say it yet. If you're not sure, just follow along and keep following, and we'll get to see what Pluto actually has in his mouth. Let's see. Let's see. Over at Donald's house, Mickey and Minnie found their friend staring at his postcards. Uh, Gosh, I know. Well, There were five postcards missing from my collection. He says there are five postcards missing from my collection. Donald said sadly. Oh. What's Donald gonna do? What's he gonna do? Okay. That's funny, Mickey says. Minnie is missing something too. Yeah, that's right. Minnie says, I can't find my cinnamon swirl cake recipe anywhere. We were wondering, Mickey says, do you think you might have picked it up by accident when you were at Minnie's house this morning? Donald shrugged. I don't know. He looked through his postcards. It's not here, he said. Maybe, wherever my missing postcards are, it might be there. Is there where my recipe card is too? So Minnie goes, that might be where my recipe card is too. If we find your postcard, Donald, we might find my recipe. So they might find it all. And there's Pluto with that piece of paper again. So what do you think's on that piece of paper? Are you thinking? Oh, good. Keep following along with me. This is what Donald says. I know I had it all. I had all my postcards when I got back from Minnie's this morning. Donald says, I was flipping through them as I came in the door and tripped over Huey. Ah! Crash. The boys were working on a collage in the middle of the hallway. Do you see them there? They're the Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Hi, Uncle Donald. We're working on a collage here. How you doing? Minnie gasped. You don't think they accidentally used some postcards in their collage, do you, Donald? That Donald's like, do you think? And then now he's thinking, oh no, all my precious postcards, the one I've saved from different things when I was in the army and did all this stuff and all around the world, the ones I like to look at. Oh, did they use it in their collage? No. We got to get to see if they did or if they didn't. There's Pluto again. What did he do? He dropped his piece of paper that he had in his mouth, and he went bark, 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 bark. And Minnie pets him and goes, good dog, Pluto, good dog. She picks it up and probably gives it right back to Pluto. So we're going to get to see what happens now as we go on to the story. Okay, we're going to turn the page and take a look to see. Donald knew that his nephews' collage was a project for school. So Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Pluto went to wait for the boys at the bus stop. Boys, Donald said when they got off the school bus, did you see my postcards in your did you use my postcards in your collage this morning? You see him there. He goes, boys. There's the the train, but the bus stop and all that for the kids. And Donald's nephews blushed. They looked at each other with wide, troubled eyes. Don't, Uncle Donald? Those were yours, Uncle Donald? Huey asked. We thought they were just pieces of junk mail. We didn't understand, Dewey said with a shrug. Junk mail? What are you talking about? Those were precious cards. Those were all my cards I've saved for years and years and years. Oh, how could you boys have done that? No. Why? And we're going to see what happens. Now, Minnie calmly. It was just an accident, Donald. Uh, then, uh, Then she turned to Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Where is the collage now? Louie shrugged. Well, it's the strangest thing, he said. I rolled it up and put it in my backpack this morning. But when we got to the bus, it was gone. Huey finished. Th- th- uh, uh, which means, said Minnie. Which means, said Minnie, it must have fallen out somewhere between Donald's house and the school bus. Yay, we found it. Woohoo! That's basically what they're going. We had it in our backpack. See right there in Huey's back. I see it's. I think that was Huey. Huey has it, and one of them, the triplets, and they're going, huh? We had it last time when we were walking, but it's not in there very tight. You see, it's not in there very tight, so it might have fallen out. And then they're in their bus, and they're looking around. That was their project, and they're like, we forgot our collage. Do you see that? So let's see what happens. Ah, now all of them are looking for some stuff. The group searched everywhere, from the bus stop all the way back to Donald's house. They even checked Mickey's and Minnie's yards, but they couldn't find the collage anywhere. Pluto whimpered and dropped it. Dropped the rolled up paper at Huey's feet. Huey looked down. Hey, this is it! He exclaimed. Pluto had it all along. Do you see it there? He's going, burp, burp, burp. He's trying to tell him that all along he had it. Do you see that? And if you said Pluto had it, correct. Wonderful job. I'm going to give you a clap of yay for that. Yay! Good job. You did great. Great job for following along in the book and for thinking, using your mind, and to figuring out that Pluto not only had Minnie's recipe, she also had Donald's cards. She also had Huey, Dewey, and Louie's project for school. Great job if you put all that together. Again, another clap. Good job, good job. So now we're going to see on the other page, and we're going to continue. The boys unrolled the paper and showed off their collage, complete with Donald's missing postcards and Minnie's recipe card. Ah, Pluto, said Mickey, patting him on the head. You were trying to help us find it the whole time. And then this is Minnie. Thank you, Pluto. You're the best dog ever. Woof, 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 woof. Now I can go home and bake two swirled cinnamon cakes. One for the contest and one for you, Pluto. And that's exactly what she did. And she came over after she won the competition with that one, she came over and delivered it to Mickey and who? Pluto. But remember, she made a special one that had a little bit of dog food in it for Pluto. And she made it just for him and says, you are the best, Pluto. Woohoo! Pluto goes, ruff, 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 and licked her on the hand and said, thank you. Isn't that great? So what have we learned, my friends? We learned the importance that sometimes the thing that's in front of us is what is really going on. So always remember to like, favorite, and subscribe, and come back to Big Daddy Storytime for more videos. And always be willing to explore and learn new things, my friends. Be blessed. Bye-bye.